Alright everybody, we're here with a little Ram 2 action. This is a tank that I've had in my garage for a very long time and never really got to using it. Just pulled it out for the first time the other day and grabbed an ace tanker in it, so I figured I'd share it with you. This tank was a freebie back in the Xbox store, I want to say 2016, 2017, something like that, and that's when I picked it up, but I just went through it here recently and decided to play it. So, quick stat rundown on this drive to the start here. It's as you can see, 26 rounds a minute, 105 pin for 75 damage. That is a tier 4 gun on this tank, which you can see we're going to take a bit of extra time here with it. Notice the reload and aim times are even at 2.29 seconds with a 0.43 accuracy. When you couple that accuracy with the dispersion values for firing and the quick base reload on this, it goes against my doctrine that you'll see me on Reddit of don't ever use a gun lane drive, don't ever use a gun lane drive, it's just for arty. On this tank you're going to want to use the gun lane drive. Just remember that it only takes effect when you are sitting still and not moving your turret, so trying to pop off rounds as fast as you can. That's when the gun lane drive is going to help you, and that's when you're going to need it, because if you put the rammer on this, which is how I started out, you're going to end up having about a half a second of extra cook time on your reticle, where the reload doesn't help you any anyways, unless you're at bad breath distance, and you don't want to be bad breath distance with many tanks with this thing, because the armor is kind of thin. So just remember, you know, you're going to want to use that gun lane drive so that way you can balance your reload and your aim times after your first shot. My other two piece of equipment on this I have are optics and vents. Vents was my originally on there to help with the aim time. It still didn't work, so that's when I changed it to gun lane drive. And then optics, you see I had a 330 view range. Not great, not terrible at tier 5, but you are seeing tier 7, so you want to offset a little bit of their advantage and just generally help yourself out, because otherwise you will be running around blind. So that's a quick rundown. So now we get into actual fun gameplay. Amazingly, we've already lost a third of our team, and I still haven't done any damage to anybody, but we're going to change that real quick. And then this is, you know, the 105 pin actually does pretty well, even, you know, with on-tier heavies. Pretty reliable. Decent snapshotting, but not great. That was that bad breath distance is up close and personal. Waited till I got unspotted because you don't have a whole lot of armor. It's like 30, 40, maybe 50 millimeters on the front, so not terrible for tier 5, but not great when you've got TDs probably sitting behind you. And again, you know, I don't have a whole lot of team play here, so I'm roughly conservative. Kind of hoping maybe somebody will move up before me. And now the captured KV1 moving up. We have Jackson with us, so time to get in here and start mixing it up a bit more. Nice pin on the VK. Don't know what I caught that was red, but no point in looking a gift horse in the mouth. Again, you know, most of my team's sitting back and there's too many tanks just not spotted. I'm really uncomfortable pushing this thing as far forward as I am, but we're going to end up making this work. I'm going to start with this KV-85. Poor guy is just skunked yet. Permatract. And sit here and just absolutely, you can see even rate of fire, nice bounce, without a gun rammer is still pretty good. I don't know if the 85 gave up or if we just beat his reload. Maybe he was ammo racked already or didn't gunner or something. not sure. But then sniping with a .43 accuracy is probably not a good idea. And the ELC disappears before I can waste a round at him. But again, still, there's those two TDs are scaring me here. It's like I said, this thing is pretty thin on the front. You don't want to be fighting upper tier TDs head on. And I don't trust my team, and I can't believe his track ate it. I actually got the shot with the rough accuracy of this thing and still didn't get a pin. And this is where yeah, I flub a few shots here. I'm going to blame it on the accuracy, and it has nothing to do with anything skill related whatsoever, like shooting the side of a hill. It's completely, totally the tank's fault. It's not my fault at all. Another miss. Hellcat just decides that he's lucky enough to have only taken 1 out of 7 shots and he's going to back away, I guess. In my haste and greed, I'm going to take a couple here from the Panzer IV. But, you know, it's part of it. Just trying to get kills, you know? I want to win. I also still don't trust my team. I don't know why the heavies are having such a hard time back there. Come on, accuracy. You can tell, I mean, I'm still, even without the gun rammer, I'm out, because I'm having to rock, I'm out shooting my dispersion, or out reloading my dispersion. So it's, you know, you're gonna, I usually would run rammer, but again, it's just not, it's not quite there. Not quite the, not the tank for it yet. Finally, the Hellcat just, I guess I scared him to death with all the whiffs and the whistles, and that one bounced. His commander yelling in his ear that I guess he finally just drove up the cliff, lost where he was. So, still don't know where the TD is. Both light tanks are spotted, so now I'm going to go take care of this 4H here. At least do what I can to take care of the 4H. But again, being conservative, making sure that I don't remember what TD it was. I think it was a Stug, isn't back on this hill. And oddly enough, he isn't. And now I'm just gonna auto lock. Start rocking back because I see I spotted the TD. Have no clue where he is still. Concentrating on what's in front of me. Here he isn't. I don't know. I guess he's dead stick, but just gonna get this farm here while he lets us have it for whatever reason. And boom, that's the end of my game. The Rover and the Heavy have it out on the other side. So just to recap, I mean, decent mobility, nothing great, not terrible. I have bounced quite a bit off of the turret. It's kind of troll when you're on tier with the slope face. But other than that, just remember, I hate to say it, gun land drive, vents, optics, or your choice, something else in that last slot. Gun land drive, you're gonna outpunch your coverage on your reload, on your aim time by shortening your reload so much. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will catch you next time.